if you want to see what I picked up and bought at the International Quilt Festival in Houston, Texas in 2025, this is the video that you've been waiting for. It's kind of a mess in my room right now as I've unpacked all of my shopping goods, but I'm going to pull them all out and show you exactly what I picked up. Hey there, I'm Kristen with ICStarsQuilting.com, and I am happy to show you my haul today. So if you've missed it, I've showed you all the quilts from Quilt Show this year. I've showed you behind the scenes about the market. I've showed you behind the scenes at festival, things that are going on at festival, how to prepare for festival, what to look for, all the things. Now it comes down to the shopping. Yes. So I'm going to show you today what I brought home from festival. And I will tell you, it is less than I have brought back in years past because I have a quilt retreat that I am doing next week, actually. So by the time you see this video, I will be on quilt retreat and having a wonderful time. If you'd like to join me for a quilt retreat, I'm going to leave a link down in the description box down below so that you can check out where I'm going to be and come join me for a quilt retreat. We have a marvelous time. It is amazing. And I know that I'm going to be spending some money on my quilt retreat because I love to go shopping with the girls. I went to Quilt Festival with that in mind. Okay, so let me just preface that. All right, I wish that I could say that there was like a theme to what I bought this year, or like I went in with like knowing I need this. No, you know how it goes when you go into these big floor shows, right? It kind of tells you what you need, and you just go based on like, oh, and like what you're inspired by and all the pretty colors and things. Yeah. There's no rhyme or reason to this. So what I have here is I have this kind of like drop zone area in my sewing room of everything that I was going on that weekend. I just came in, I dropped my bags, and I left everything there. And so now I've taken everything out of those bags and it's kind of spread like way beyond the screen. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of pick things up as I go and show you. So one of my favorite companies there is Thimtec. These are amazing, where you create your own thimbles for like needlework, handwork, different types of crafting. This tape is awesome. One of them is for me and one of them is to give away at my retreat. So we'll have some happy people. Thank you to Thimtec for giving me one to give away at my retreat. These are amazing. Oh, let me also say that I will put links to these companies down below if you have specifics that you're looking for. I'm just going based off the top of the pile here. I did make a stop by the Featherweight shop. So, confession, I don't have a Featherweight sewing machine. All right, well, I do kind of, but it's not in a good state, all right? But I fell in love with this little magnetic dish. So it has like the Featherweight style logos on it right there in the middle. There we go. And it's pink. It's very light. It's small. I need something to kind of set up here on top of my sewing machine so that it can catch the pins as I'm working with them. And then they had these super cute keychains as well that I picked up one of those just for like a zipper pull or something for a project that I'm giving away. They had them at a really good discounted price, so I picked one up. And then because I picked up enough, spending or whatever, I got this free gift, which is a yearly calendar. And then it also has like the full calendar on the back. But the front, you just rip off the pages per month, and it starts in January 2026. So it's a nice, cute little piece of art to put up in my sewing room. Okay, let's go with, this is actually one of the designers that was there. Okay, hold that up so you can see it. So her name is Amy Schnell, and her line is Sewn. And I got to talk with her and hang out with her a little bit. She was more on the market side of things, but I got this sweet little patch from her. And then there was also a little craft in her booth where we got to make a little note card, and it just turned out really pretty. So these were different stamps, and we got to put them together in a patchwork fashion and make our own little note cards. So she has a design coming soon that will be available in January. It's called Imprint. She's adorable and amazing. You should definitely check out her stuff. Another company that I found was called Twisted Bees, and I did pick up some of their pamphlets and some of their products. You pull it out of this cute little baggie here. So Twisted Bees is really good natural source beeswax products. This is like the actual beeswax piece here, and then there is lotion, and then there's also like thread conditioner here is the same kind of tin. These are hand poured, featuring 100% natural, organic, pure beeswax, and the company is really highly motivated to get natural products in here. Nothing that is like made overseas where you don't know what the conditions are and all of that, what pesticides are being used, all of that. You know, I am a strong believer that your skin is the largest organ in your body, and you got to be careful with what you put on your skin, right? So looking for natural, organic, well-sourced products. This was a company that I really was happy to find. And I'm excited to pull those out and have those sitting on my sewing table so that I can use them. I also got, I did pick up a couple patterns. So let me see if I can find the other pattern here. So this one is that suitcase, okay? I picked up this pattern, and it is from bagmakerbazaar.com/EU. Sorry, AU. I'm sorry, not EU, AU. And it is just a quick little pattern, but I loved how it uses like the 2.5-inch blocks. Okay. Or actually I'm looking at the back. I think they're 3-inch blocks. Okay. I haven't looked at this in a little bit. Okay. But so it's so fun to pull this stuff out again, but they're like 3-inch blocks that they use for this. And I really wanted to make it. It was cute. This was a company that came all the way to the International Quilt Festival, and I wanted to support them. I wanted to buy from them so that their trip was profitable and amazing. And I feel that it's really important to support the businesses that go the extra mile for our industry, right? This is a pattern from Belle of Seems So Me, and it's called Dueling Diamonds. And it's a very simple pattern, but I love the way that this pattern comes out. So you can see like it just kind of, if you get like your math hat on and you're looking at how this pattern comes together, it's very easy, very simple, very, let's say, experienced beginner, you know, it's kind of, confident beginner is what it actually says. So I was pretty close, and I'm looking forward to sewing that one sometime in the next, I don't know when I'll sew it, next year or so. We'll see. Okay. That was some of the patterns I got. What else did I get? There's some more patterns here. I got everything here from Villa Rosa Designs. Do y'all see this pattern stack? Are you familiar with Villa Rosa Designs? Their patterns are like postcards. This right here is the entire pattern. Picture the front of the quilt, pattern how to make the quilt, and the things on the back. I can't show you too much because that's not nice of me. But everything on one card to make. I got the whole stack, and I have made these patterns before, and I'm excited to see if there's some in there that I haven't made and make some new ones. So it looks like I will be doing a lot of pattern making this year, right? I know I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but you can see it here. So this is the original ugly thimble, and you know what? It does its job. Like, that's all that we really want it to do, right? Now, this is a customizable piece of leather that has everything included in it to make your own thimble. So there's actually like a little pad in here to make it nice and strong so that I'm not going over my finger again. I think I actually had it for this finger right here. Yeah, that feels better. So she custom fit it while I was at the shop, glued everything together for me, and super nice company, amazing customer service. It's called the Ugly Thimble, the original Ugly Thimble. So if you're looking for a thimble or you can't find one that quite fits, especially if you have nails like this and then you don't want to just stick your nail in there and break it, but you still want to be crafty, what she did for me was, I don't know if you can, let's see if you can see There you go. See, there's a hole cut in the top. So I don't have to worry about crushing my nails or doing any damage on the end of my nails. So the original ugly thimble, I got one of those because I have been wanting to get into, I say get into, but like, honestly, I've been in it for a long time, but more hand quilting stuff. I love it. I don't have the time for it, but I really do enjoy doing it. So, Goldie Lose, big hit this year. I got a couple more shirts. I got a green shirt that you saw probably in the videos before. I also got this shirt, but it says introverted but willing to discuss quilting. Yeah. There we go. I love the shirt. And something new that they had this year, or maybe not new, but I didn't see them last year, or they didn't catch my eye last year, or maybe I was already at my budget last year. Oh no. But there are these leggings that have sewing machines on them, and they're rainbow, and they're so cute. And they're like not the cheap cheesy kind of, like, you know, really thin. These are like the thick ones that I know are gonna last a long time, and I cannot wait to wear them on my retreat next week. I'm looking so forward to that. I know that this is a little bit scattered, but please know that I'm trying to be somewhat organized here. So because I got to be an instructor this year and I got to lecture for the Quilt Festival, I actually got some bonus gifts that I was not expecting to get, okay? But, you know, it was nice. It was nice. It was something extra. So Superior Threads is one of the sponsors of the quilt show. So I got this nice little snap tote here from them, and inside I got some extra little thread nets if you do long arm quilting, or if you use like one of the thread stands next to your machine. These are really handy. I said they're really handy. They're called handy nets. Let's be a little bit more descriptive, Kristen, huh? And then inside I got a couple different types of thread to try out and just see, you know, experiment with, play with. So that was from Superior Threads, and that was a very much appreciated gift from Superior Threads. Another sponsor of the quilt show was Oliso, and I was not expecting this, but can anybody else hear like the music of the Lion King coming in the background? Maybe not. So I actually have never owned an Oliso iron. I have not. I've used them at other people's houses. I have nothing wrong with them. Like, I love them. I think they're great irons. But I've never owned one. I've just always used like a inexpensive steamer iron that does its job, right? But they actually gifted each of the lecturers and the instructors an iron. So, I mean, I'm going to say that's a pretty cool perk. And I haven't even opened it yet, but it looks like it's a pink one. Amazing, right? Because they come in different colors. So this is a project iron. It's an M3 Pro. If you know very much about these irons and you want to give me some information, I would love to hear about it. It looks like it comes with like the iron and the little silicone pad to go under it as well. And I'm excited to put this to use, and I will certainly give you an update later on in the year how that's going. I went by at market. I talked to the folks at Shannon Fabrics, okay? And let's talk about this for a second. So I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with Minky fabrics and Cuddle fabrics. Y'all, I know they're so soft and they're so wonderful, and like these are the types of fabrics that people really want to like snuggle up with. Like my cat will not leave these alone. Like it is the best, most comfiest bed ever, okay? So I got this lovely scarf from Shannon Fabrics. Like it's going to be so wonderful. It's still hot outside right now in Texas, but the cold is coming. So I got this lovely pink scarf. It is amazing. Also, if you want to kind of take a look at like how they put this together and make your own, very simple, very amazing. Here is a look at where it joins. And then there's a twist in the middle. And there it is. Absolutely beautiful. Now, the reason I said I have a love-hate with this as a long armor is because people want to do the entire back of their gorgeously pieced quilt in Minky or Cuddle or whatever, like the one with the little rosebud things in it are. And then when I go to trim it, it looks like a little fluffy bunny exploded in my house because there are tiny little threads just everywhere. And that's my only fault with it, okay? Like, I love to cuddle up with it just as much as the next person, but it tends to be really, really messy. It tends to have like the ones that have like, I mean, full on fur coming out, gets stuck underneath all of the stitches, and it just gets to be kind of a mess. But I promised the folks at Shannon that I was going to do some testing with their fabric samples here that they gave me, and I'm going to just kind of do like a patchwork thing on the back of a quilt, and I'm going to test it out, and I'm going to give you like an honest review, not only from the maker side of it, but also from the long armor side of it, so you know that you don't have to like go to your long armor going, here you go, you know, extra, whatever you're going to charge me, just let it go, right? So I'm going to do some testing with this. I also got, this is the Cuddle fabric. Okay. So, this is a whole lot, shorter in length than this piece right here is. It's a lot shorter in length, but it's still really soft. It's still really snuggly. That's probably why they call it Cuddle fabric, Kristen, duh. But, so this is a polyester fabric. It has beautiful print on it. And I'm going to make a quilt out of this as well, so I can give you a really, really good review on that fabric and whether it's good or not. Also, they had like this gorgeous giant robe. And let me see, if any of you want to make me that robe right there so I can have like this Cuddle fabric wrapped around me, hood and all, I'll long arm a quilt for you for free. No questions. I mean, like, make me a Cuddle robe. I will love it. I also have some other patterns that I picked up from them so that I can decide which one I want to make. What should I show you next? Okay, so I got so many books and magazines and pamphlets and cards and things and connections that I need to make with people and go back and follow up, because there are so many creators that I gotta follow up and see what they're making now, because there was some gorgeous stuff there. As far as more product, I discovered the YLI Threads booth. Now, this is a company that has been around for a long time, okay? The company itself has been around for a long time, but it is under new ownership. And the owner of the YLI Threads, I picked up some of their threads for long arming, and there's actually one more of these that is a variegated, but it's currently on my long arm machine, and it's this gorgeous thread, and it's turning out to be such a nice, easy thread. Like, not excess lint, not all of the things, no breakage. Like, it's turning out to be amazing, and I really do like this. So this is the Elite thread. So this one's a high sheen. Oh, I got all high sheen because I guess I like shiny things. High strength tri-lobal polyester thread. And I'm using the variegated thread on my long arm right now. I really love the way that is working, and I can't wait to try out the others. It's just so nice when you find a thread that you really like. Right? It's so nice. This is actually not a Shannon Fabrics product. I'm going to go ahead and open this so that I can show it off a little bit more. Hopefully I'm not going to look like I exploded a rabbit in my sewing room today. But this one is an Easy Fabrics. This is touch texture. So I wish I could have like reach through the screen and touch this, because it's just like petting a bunny rabbit. Like, it's so soft. And I am going to make a quilt out of this so that I can show you a little bit more what it does in the quilting process. Decide if you want to mess with cutting, because as you see, like when you cut, these little things are going to kind of like fly off. But once you get it all bound and everything, it's gorgeous. It's so nice. And then I also got these from Easy Fabric and it's more of the touch textiles. And I have one right here that I already pulled out, and these are just samples of their fabrics. It's so soft. Like, I don't know a single toddler in this world that wouldn't just immediately become enamored by this right here. Like, this is a favorite blanket. Doesn't matter if it has a character on it or if it's like, you know, has magical powers or whatever. This would have been a toddler's favorite blanket, a teen's favorite blanket. Anybody's favorite blanket would be this one right here because of this fabric. It's so, so soft. And then I think I'm getting kind of down to the end here, but I want to show you the fabric. This is technically, oh my gosh, I think this is technically the only fabric that I got, because like cotton fabric, quilting fabric rather, you know, I got the nice soft minky fabrics and the touch fabrics and all of that. But I got this layer cake, and it is a Tula pink, true colors, but I can show you. Oh, I just remembered. I got 2 more stacks of fat quarter fabrics. I'm going to show you those in just a minute. Okay. So I also got, let's look at this one real quick. So this is the Tula pink. It's just got lots of different colors and things in there. As I did that, I saw little things fly off the side because of the pinked edges. But I'm excited to make a nice, cute quilt with this as well. Now, the other fabrics that I got are these right here. And these are both fat quarter packs from Ruby Star. I was so excited about using them. I even started using one of them while I was presenting at the show and I was demoing on the show floor. I will say that stickers weren't as prominent in the Quilt Festival this year as they were in years past, okay? I love to collect stickers, but I think somebody in the creative world kind of started to figure out that all of us hoard stickers and we don't technically know where to put them. We just hoard them and hold them for like the perfect moment, right? But I've kind of seen a trend in the industry to go over to patches instead of stickers. And let's be honest, they're so much more fun. Okay. I love my stickers. I love putting them on my sewing machine. I love putting them like around my office and stuff, but very rarely do I take the sticker back off. Y'all, I'm so bad. I will put tape behind it just in case there's a better place to put a sticker. I mean, call me crazy. I'm not going to argue with you. That's just the way it is. So I'm going to show you a couple of the patches that I picked up. So these are some little cuties that I got. Whoop, there we go. So these are some little cuties that I got from Ruby Star. Now this was at Market, because a lot of this stuff is from Market as well. But I got the beautiful little dragon and then this cute little bunny holding a tomato. I think it's tomato or apple, but I think it's a tomato. I got this sticker right here from Moda, which was Be True to Hugh. And then I did find a sticker that I could not live without, and you probably could have guessed this, but I'm a huge fan of Carly Porter and I love her graffiti quilting designs. And so I picked up this sticker here and I absolutely am giddy over it. I actually have a bunch of her long arm quilting designs and they're so beautiful. Absolutely love them. This one right here I picked up from the Brother booth and it is really fun. It's actually an interactive one, so get ready. This is gonna blow your mind. So actually, like, if you tap your phone to this, it will bring up something. So this is like the future of the QR codes. I think that's pretty cool. So obviously I had to have it, right? There were some other shirts from the Goldie shop, but I have already worn them and they're in my closet now. So I pulled them out and I wore them because I was so excited about them. I think that about kind of wraps it up. So next week I'm going to be doing some more shopping. I probably won't do a full haul on what I get from there because it's my retreat time and I'm really looking forward to that. But if you want to come and join me at my next retreat, I would love to see you there. Okay. It's so much fun. It's everything taken care of for you. Okay. Like I take care of everything. You show up, you get to sew, you get to have a good time. There are still seats left to my retreat that is in summer of 2026. I think we're down to, at the time of recording, I think we're down to 8 seats. Maybe there's 6 or 8 seats left. But I would love, love, love to see you there. There is a payment plan for that retreat if you would like to take advantage of that. I completely understand, planning ahead, all of that. So go check out on my website to see where my next retreat is, where I'm going to be. I hope to see you at maybe QuiltCon next year in 2026 in February. Hope to see you there, or I don't know. I'm sure I'll see you somewhere in a quilt shop. I feel like I've made such a mess in my sewing room right now. Let's just call it creativity, right? Let's just call it creativity. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out with me and checking out my haul from Quilt Festival. I look forward to sewing some really pretty things with this. So have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you soon. Sew something beautiful. I'm Kristen with IC Stars Quilting. Bye.